Okay, I've got quite the episode for you today. So, some things have been happening and some things have been happening again. And this sense of awareness is starting to snowball into a point to where I'm starting to see further where this is going. And I was kind of depressed growing up, because obviously I had some parents that were not very kind to me when I was trying to. Well, anyways, I want to show you this. This is just so crazy. It's going to blow your mind. So the light sun drops the match into the gilded cage where the carbon-based life form that is imprinted by the fallen angel, okay, which is who Chucky's playing the whole time, okay? He's in the gilded cage. He's got the arch over, but since we've been lied to, we think in a square format. So we've been squared, we've been lied to, we don't know truth. But we're in a gilded cage with a dome over it. And Chucky, which represents the carbon-based plastic man, gets burned up and burst into flame and turns into an even more badass Chucky that they even blew the arm off, blew his head off, and everything. He still kept coming back and it didn't faze him. And he still kept coming back. So this is like the reversal of truth. Like even my skin now is so black and dark that it's getting to this Mickey Mouse thing. Like, so if you were like Caucasian, you would have really dark Indian looking skin after sun gazing for years and years, for hours a day at a time. So once the pineal gland starts to crack open, you start to smolder. So this would be like the reversal of truth, where smoke, there's fire. So just for relative terms, you can just kind of look at it that way. But we all knew that the movie, he burst into flame first and then he came back as that. But you would be like a being of light at this point. So that wouldn't be exactly an accurate depiction because he's burnt up there. But you get what I'm saying. So essentially, let's just say that this is DNA activation, but that would be reaching. Those are just as freckles. But this DNA activation, if I were to burst into flame, is the thing that is lying underneath my carbon-based body. And Mr. Cheeks almost seemingly agreed to it, that this is flowing through my bloodstream. This through and through my tissue is what is lying underneath, that is waiting to come out as a different being that is kind of like flesh, but not exactly. So that is interesting. If I were to burst into flame, I was to just kind of presume that maybe that might not be the case. Maybe I could spin around or something like that, which is something more palatable. But you don't want to die and then come back just so you can like destroy monsters, right? Well, anyways, I'm just going to keep going with this so you can see where I'm going. That I might actually pass away in a burning, smoldering goddamn inferno that I burn in, where the carbon-based plastic man goes away. Now that's very interesting when they say farewell to the flesh if you meet the black sun. I'm gonna just talk about this a little bit more. So Christine, the movie, when he first got it, it was smoking. Smoky God, they demonize her, they say that she was just murdering everybody. But in reality, your creator, well, you might die of cancer, you might die of old age. Don't make anybody a freaking murderer by any means whatsoever. So, in the movie, you will notice that he stands in front of the car and you will see this light sun kind of pop around his eye because these were off and then the outside ones were on. And the car also speaks through the radio, just like the I'm coming out. But on this one, in the movie Christine, you knock on the door and if she don't like you, she sings, you keep on knocking in, you can't come in. It's like an old blues song. And I'm like, what? So it's just quite astonishing the way movies like Ghost Rider, where he bursts into flame and stuff, and he's this indestructible being, and it's kind of freaky. So in Christine, the car burst into flame, and it was fucking motherfuckers up. In Christine, you should have seen it when it burst into flame. Motherfuckers that tried to beat the car up got fucked up. They smashed the car up. The car forms back and shit. And this dude was wearing glasses. He was a kind of a geeky, nerdy, stupid kind of dude. He gets the car and they demonized it. But what you really will notice that he gets smarter and he